Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to the All About Favorite channel. I am your host, Pastor KZ. My attire all this week, I will have shades of pink because October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So everybody, please go out. This is just do a wellness check. And those of you who have yet to get your mammograms, go ahead and get on that for this month. Don't forget at the end of the video, comment, like, and share. And if you have not subscribed, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Now, I have a contest going of which is going to end this month, but the goal is for you to guess Pastor KZ's birth month, birth date, two of her favorite gospel artists, old school and new school, two of her favorite colors, and 5 of her favorite R&B singers. Okay, now I have been going through the emails, and with the emails that I've received, I am calling this week and next week your most requested topics. And one of the most requested topics I'm going to do is from the ladies this week. And men, next week, I'll get to your most requested topics. Now, here is one of the topics from the ladies. To you, men, and again, I want to make this clear as a disclaimer. I am not an expert or a guru, nor am I taking sides. All I'm doing is throwing out some thoughts and opinions based on what you wanted me to talk about. Men, here you go from the ladies. Don't you think it's time y'all grow up? Straight from my emails. Men, don't you think it's time that you grow up? There comes a time in your life, all of our lives, that we need to put away childish things and grow up. Another thing is, it's time for us to stop making excuses for our behavior. And the ladies are saying, men, it's time for y'all to be accountable, be responsible, and take care of the things you need to take care of, and do what a grown man is supposed to do. Now, let's talk about this process of growing up. Growing up, maturing, evolving. That's a process, and it comes in different stages. You know, sometime when we are in the infancy stage, we can only eat certain type of foods, usually milk. Then there comes a time when you wean the child off of milk and they're eating baby food. Then you move to toddler, preteen, teenage stage, young adults, the dirty 30s as they call them, over the hill 40s, the half century and up. It doesn't matter what age range you are in. After you leave your 20s and 30s, men, the ladies are saying it's time for y'all to grow up. The women are saying some of you men in your 30s, 40s, 50s, still trying to act like you're in your teens and your 20s. When are you going to grow up? It's the question they have for you. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter what your race or ethnicity is. It doesn't matter. But what the women are saying, men, there comes a time when it's time for you to stand up, step up, and take care of your responsibilities. Whether it is financial responsibilities, whether it is taking care of your living situation, your employment situation. At some point, men, they're saying you all are still acting like children. And some of you have children with these women, and they say you're just not stepping up like you should. Now, men, it says, I want to make it clear, the women are saying you're not making your responsibilities a priority. Everything else is coming before what you need to be taken care of. You don't prioritize things. You're not keeping commitments. You don't keep your word. You don't learn how to appropriately communicate with these women. You have poor communication skills, poor problem solving skills, and this is the big thing. You do not respect women. Now, allow me to flip the script here just for a moment, ladies. Now, you brought this topic to me, ladies, so let me flip it here. Some of you same women are mothers. So let me broach this, and don't y'all come for me, but I'm just going to throw it out there. as parents, there comes a time, parents or grandparents, because there are a lot of grandparents raising their daughters or sons' children. There comes a time, parents, when you have got to let your adult children go. That doesn't mean you don't love them, but just as the scripture talks about in the Bible about the eagle stirring its nest to push the little ones out because it's time for them to fly on their own. Some of you mothers, you are not doing that. Some of you mothers make it hard for these men to be men. Okay, let me pause it there. These men have not learned skills that they should have learned. As boys, as teenagers, they don't know how to treat women. Some of you mothers continue to make excuses for them and baby them and coddle them and be there for them every time they get jammed up. Now, I'm not saying don't be there for your child or your children when they need a helping hand. That's what we're supposed to do as parents. Be there for them. But that doesn't mean you do everything for them. That doesn't mean, mothers, you're out there running around paying child support for your grown son who sits around and play video games all day or running the street all day or going to the club and just not taking care of what he needs to take care of. I just want to say this, parents. You have to trust the Most High to cover them. You have prayed into them. You have taught them the right way. You've trained them. And wait, let's pause. There's a scripture that talks about train a child when he's young, and when he's older, he will not depart from that. If you have trained them, you have taught them, and they choose when they get grown to go another way, that's not on you, parents. So don't fall into that guilt trap where the child, the boy or the girl, they're guilting you, making you feel like you did something wrong. You did your part, and they chose to go another way. But you've got to understand, if you raise them right, then you've got to have faith to believe that they will grow up with good morals, good integrity, and good character and be men of standards. And that is what the women have been complaining about in these emails. These men are just not men of standard. They have poor character. They're big liars. They just don't make good partners for them. So now, with some of the emails I received from the ladies regarding relationships, a major concern for women is dealing with grown men who act like boys. Grown men who act like boys. Some men, they love these shows, and I'm just going to put it out there. They love these shows where women are depicted in a negative light. They love to be on these podcasts, these blogs, where these men are bashing women, saying they're low-value women and they're nothing but gold diggers, etc. You know what? And they also like to throw out that women are trifling, they're angry, they're controlling. Men love those type of blogs, ladies. But you know what? I'm just going to step out there and say what you are saying, ladies. You are saying these men bash women because something is wrong with them. Some men get off on bashing women, but let me say this. I want to ask this question, men. Why are you so quick to jump in and down these women and call them out of their name and disrespect them when every single one of you came from the womb of a woman? You will fight to the end if someone says something sideways about your mother or about your daughter or about your sister. But these same women, some of which who have given you children, that you will stomp on, put your hands on, mistreat them, call them all kind of names. These same women, guess what? They are somebody's daughter. Some of you men have double standards. For lack of a better word, you have double standards. You have all of these requirements and qualifications that a woman must fit into, but yet when a woman speaks of things she desires from a man and her expectations of you as a man, you say she expects too much. She just wants your money. Some of you don't have no money, okay? No, some of you don't have money. Now, some of you men, when you making all these statements against women, as I said, if these same women are good enough for you to lay up with, You need to start showing some respect. You need to take some accountability and do what you're supposed to do. You know what? These women are saying you're childish, you're immature. These antics that you are depicting, some women, they are just sick of it. They fed up with you with this. And they want to ask the question again, when are y'all going to grow up and start being men? That's the thought for today. It's time for you to get focused, men. It's time for you to get focused, women. Because you know what? A man can only do to you what you allow him to do. We're going to talk about this more tomorrow. Men, it ain't going to be looking good for you this week. But as I said, I'm just going to put it out there what the women are complaining about. They're sick and tired of you. They are sick and tired of you, especially men of certain races and certain ethnicities. But you all, the sad part about it is you all will treat other women who is outside of your ethnicity and outside of your race. The women say y'all treat them better. Now, I know some of you men have written and said they don't deserve no better. What happens when all of the women flood and go somewhere else to another ethnicity? Then you all in your feelings. Man, y'all got to do better, because these women, they not feeling this anymore. Women are loving on themselves. They beginning to feel better about themselves, and they realize I'm worth a whole lot more of what I've been getting. Y'all stay focused. I'll see you back tomorrow.